Hello, I'm Dr. Isha Bafna Jain. I am a physiotherapist, internationally certified antenatal fitness expert, Lamaze educator, nutritionist, and also currently carrying my second child. I'm at 34 weeks pregnancy currently, and I, along with Dr. Leena, run Proactive 9, which is a prenatal fitness and education center. Newborn massaging, which will also continue till the time your child crosses the newborn phase and becomes an infant. Now, there are two opinions again here, because your doctors will say that there's no need, and if you want to go ahead with massage, the parents should be doing. And traditionally, we have a massage therapist who comes over, and all your ancestors and well-wishers will tell you that a massage should be done with them. Now, there are certain issues with current massage therapists, that they're not well trained, they're not traditionally, they've not acquired that knowledge, so they'll end up doing wrong practices. These wrong practices are, for example, dangling the child upside down, or squeezing their breast and removing the pus, or putting oil in whichever holes are available in the child's body. They all can lead to dangerous and harmful effects on their system. Also, one more thing, taking the baby over smoke for cold and cough, that may land up into respiratory distress. So to avoid all these things, it is a good idea that parents should learn massaging techniques which is done scientifically, which has been acquired from traditional practice as well. They should be equipped, so once maybe parents can do it, and the other time you can take help of the massage therapist, but in supervision. So if you're aware what is right and what is wrong, you can guide and take care of your baby very well. So that's the entire video on. Before we start the video, it is important for you to know the right time to do massaging. Massage should always be done when the caretaker, so who is massaging, is in the right frame of mood and mind. That is, you should be completely relaxed, number one. Number two, the child should be really happy at that moment, which means the child is in mood, slept well, has been fed well. But is it immediately after feeding? No. You need to keep around minimum 30 minutes of gap between the feed and the massage to prevent any kind of reflux or vomit. Other things like what are the things that you require is, it depends on what posture are you using, which we'll see in the video later. And just you require a massaging cloth and oil. When I come to oil, there are different oils which depends on different season. I won't be recommending any brands here. You can take any cold pressed oil from a trustworthy center. When I say season, if you are in summer season, you should be using coconut or almond oil, and if it is winter, you can choose to use your sesame oil or almond. Almond is versatile. You can do a combination. For example, I did almond for my child's body and coconut for her hair, my first child I meant. And you can also choose to use ghee. Talking about atas, like gehu ka atta, besan ka atta, whatever you apply, first you apply on your skin. Are you feeling comfortable with it? Only then you apply to your child. For example, have you ever tried gehu ke aate ka lep? It's very painful. You can't do that to your child. Besan, dahi or besan malai, that is still gentle. You can first check on yourself and then on your child's body. But remember, if you've heard that you do all these things and your child's hair will shed off, that's a myth again. The birth hair that your child gets in is eventually going to shed off whether you do anything to it or not. And if genetically your child has inherited the gene that the child is hairy, your child is going to remain hairy. So don't indulge into all these practices. Now straight away we'll dive into this entire video, which is on techniques, which is not going to take you more than 8 to 10 minutes in real life to practice. So here we are beginning the massage in long sitting position, which is the traditional way to massage. You can choose to use a small stool under your buttocks to make your back more comfortable if you have tight hamstrings, because your back may ache otherwise. You can also choose to do the massaging in half kneeling position on the bed, or you can use the diaper station as a massaging table. Here I'm taking oil, and while I'm spreading the oil all over your baby's body, I'm communicating why am I doing the massage. Now taking 3 deep breaths to connect with the baby's vibration. Here we begin the session. So we are taking 3 deep breaths. Now the total techniques that I'm showing it to you, I'll be only demonstrating it once. You need to perform each technique 10 times. We'll start with the toes and then reach towards the head. We're gently pulling each toe. Make sure you're not cracking the joints. Then you're doing jalebi movement on the dorsum of the foot. On the shin, you're taking the fingers in, and on the thigh, you're taking the fingers out and doing a screwing motion without causing any friction to your child. Then you're doing 10 clockwise circles and 10 anti-clockwise circles. Legs are done. Exact same way if we're going to finish the arm. Fingers very gently, back side of the palm, forearm in, arm out, the screwing motion. I'll again show on this side so that you can view properly. Forearm in and arm out, and the screwing motion. Then clockwise circles, anti-clockwise circles, everything 10 times. And here we finish even the arms. Now we're doing the important bladder point, wherein you're going to go into V-shaped direction. V is this. So what are you going? Just going into this V direction. Your pressure is firm, not too hard, not too soft, and repeat it 10 times. Bladder becomes important because bladder needs to work right so that your child can pee minimum 6 to 8 times in 24 hours. I'm going to show you the colic massage, which is extremely important, in a separate section later. I'm finishing the other parts right now. So let's go to the ribs. Ribs are located this way. I'm going to go in the direction of the ribs and finish at the hands. Again, at the ribs, finish at the hands. Just remember, this is the sternum point. Do not press there. It's sensitive. Now we are going close to the face. Some babies love face massage, some are averse to it. Let's see how to begin it. So firstly, we are going to do the forehead. So forehead, you are going to do jalebi movements this way all over the forehead. Similarly, jalebi movements, circular movements on the cheeks. Now you're doing eyes. Remember, from in to out, following the eyebrow 10 times. From bottom in to out, following the lashes. Similarly, mouth in to out, 10 times upper lip, 10 times lower lip. Now nose, you need to remember this direction from top to bottom. Top to bottom. Do not go up and down, which usually a traditional massage therapist will do, because that is not doing any good to your child. You need to remove the blocked nose and the blocked eye duct. So this is the direction that you will be going. Then you have acupressure points around your ear. You just have to press it separately. So this is repetition 1. Likewise 10 times on each ear. Then you're going to go from the ear to the chin. Ear to the chin. We'll do it on both sides 10 times. This will help in their oromotor development. Now I'm turning the baby backside very carefully. Now when you are in the traditional baby massaging way, your baby has enough space down, so baby can breathe well and is not blocked at the nose. If you're doing it on the bed or on the massaging table, you need to gently turn the baby's neck on one side. So here we begin the back side. I'm going to go towards the heart direction. Starting from the heel, I'm going up, up, up. Now this size of the model is typically a newborn size. So I'm doing everything with one hand, both the limbs. Later, once a baby grows big, you may have to just use one hand for each leg. Going ahead, we'll do the buttocks. So right now, since the baby is too small, I'm using only one hand. And I'm going clockwise and then later anti-clockwise, both 10 times. Then here are the dimples. I want you to put firm pressure over the dimples and go into circular motions. Clockwise, anti-clockwise. Here is the delicate part of your baby's spine, the spinal cord. Do not massage over it, along the sides. So I want you to go on the sides in a circular pattern with firm pressure right throughout. Right throughout. Yes, so that's 1 repetition, likewise 10 repetitions. Ribs even are continuing behind. So the same technique as we learnt ahead. Now we are going to take the baby into sitting position. Make sure you hold the baby from the ear this way, but making sure you're not choking the baby. So be careful right there and just hold the baby from the ear part without choking the baby. If you are a new parent, not used to holding the baby, get some assistance while performing this technique. I want you to take the heel of the other palm and just go down this way. Just go down. If you can observe how the baby's neck is extending or going behind, that is want. We want to develop the neck muscles, the neck extensors. So we are going to do this particular technique 10 times. The sides, you can do again jalebis. And here, as you can see, that is called the soft spot. It's very delicate, very sensitive. I don't want you to give pressure out here. You just have to follow the lines. So what you have to do is try and help in healing by using this technique. So just go at the borders, this ways and this ways. Usually this heals in 2 to 3 months. So here we finish the head as well. Now colic massage. Colic massage is something which is very crucial. You may have to repeat colic massage 2 or 3 times in the day if your child is having colic attacks. So remember, whenever you're doing colic massage, you can just lift your child's top and just finish the massage, and then just turn the baby and pat the back and you are done. Need not repeat the entire sequence. So colic massage can be done even separately. I'll begin now with all the steps of colic massage. We have named it so that it's easier to remember. The first is called sun to moon. Now whatever techniques I'm doing from my left to my right. Remember yourself, your left to your right. So I'm going sun to moon. Now since the baby is very small, I'm using 2 fingers. Later, once the baby's size increases, you're going to use your entire palm. I'll begin with sun to moon. So from your left to your right. Firm pressure, not too hard, not too loose. From your left to your right. Technique number 2, sand sweeping. From your left to your right. Here the baby is small, I can also do it with 2 fingers. Technique number 3, I love you. So I love you massage. So imagine you've caught the gas bubble and now you're pushing the gas bubble out in I love you direction. Technique number 4, circular massage, wherein you take your right 2 fingers up, left 2 fingers down, and now you go only in the clockwise direction. Lift your fingers and place it back. Clockwise direction, lift your fingers and place it back. Once the child's bellies grow, you're going to put your hand and go clockwise and lift and put it back. So that is the 4th technique. Technique number 5th, you're going to bend both the knees and do Pavan Muktasan. Be careful, your baby may give you shower. So you always have to cover with the massaging mat or the cloth and then just gently do the Pavan Muktasan technique. One last technique that I'll be showing you is called Halasan. Use both the feet and gently touch behind. Your babies are very flexible, they can do this very easily. So lift up and back. All these techniques 10 times. I'll repeat again quickly. We did sun to moon, sand sweeping, I love you, circular, Pavan Muktasan and Halasan. Now after this you immediately have to take the baby on the tummy and just pat their back. They will release gas. Additionally, before starting the massage, you can also put asafoetida paste around the navel and then very gradually with the oil begin this entire massaging. They will definitely be relieved of the colic. Once you finish this entire massage, you are supposed to do also certain coordination exercise which are going to help them reach their developmental milestone. First is you are going to do legs crossing 10 times, arms crossing 10 times, cross hand, cross leg 10 times. This will help them to crawl, cross hand, cross leg, and that's it.